Text sets, by definition, is a group of texts put together to teach a concept in depth. It can involve multimedia texts, for example video clips, audio clips such as songs or podcasts, and digital images. Text sets can weave in and out of genres, specifically across fiction and nonfiction. And most importantly, text sets aim to teach concepts across disciplines, i.e. science, social studies, math. Both skills are emphasized in the Common Core standards. We've been using text sets in conjunction with the term expect to connect, as text sets can and are often used to study a complex topic, either to see it from multiple perspectives or to move from a literal understanding of a concept to a metaphorical or more complex understanding of the concept. A text set can also include an outlier, a text that is introduced at a pivotal moment that moves readers into deeper levels of connecting. In this way, text sets also develop intertextuality, studying across texts, another skill emphasized in the Common Core standards. Text sets can be introduced across a series of days or all at once depending on the volume of text. Teachers can decide to use all or only a portion of text depending on the purpose of the text set.
We're going to go back to kind of those archetypes, but we're going to focus on two archetypes today. We're going to focus on the hero and the villain. Ooh. And we're going to think, are heroes and villains just in fairy tales and fables?
No.
No. We can characterize pretty much most characters in any of the books that we're reading as heroes or villains. So what I'm going to give you guys, you're going to use your notebook as your cover, is a T-chart. And on one side is good character, or in quotes, is hero. And on the other side is the bad character, or the villain. And what I want you to do when you first get it is not just put your name on it, but also think, what do you already expect to see in a hero or in a villain? Whether it's in a fairy tale, fable, chapter, book that might just be fiction. Some of you guys I know have read Percy Jackson or 39 Clues or some of these other books. So right now is one of the few non-speaking times. When we were reading fairy tales and fables, we talked about how so many of them have been Disney-fied. Remember? Yeah. And so one of the things that Disney has done a great job of is getting these good heroes and these good villains. Because if you have a good villain and a good hero, you're going to have a good conflict. And the conflict can only be because of this relationship between the hero and the villain. And so we want to start focusing on why they're good that makes us feel strongly about them. Because that's where Disney makes its money. That's why some of these books become those classics for us. Like Percy Jackson for so many of you when we were reading Candy Makers, right? So what made those four become such heroes in so many different ways in that story? So what qualities do they have that help us to feel strong about it? So we're going to look at, with that lens, we're going to look at a couple movie clips, we're going to look at a couple different stories that some of you may or may not have read. But while we're watching them, we're not going to be right. Okay? And unlike times in the past, we're only going to watch it once. Okay? So we're watching it with that lens, knowing that we're going to get a chance to talk and stop and jot when we're done. Okay? So the first one that we're going to do is one of my favorite ones, and it's a classic hero versus villain. So we're going to be seeing Scar and Simba. And as we're watching it, we have to remember what makes Scar a good villain and what's making Simba in this clip a good hero.
Deserve to live. Simba, I am admittedly, it's the hyenas who are the real enemy. It was their fault. It was their idea. Why should I believe you?
Everything you ever told me was a lie.
What are you going to do? You wouldn't kill your own uncle.
No, Scar. I'm not like you.
Oh, Simba, thank you. You are truly noble. I'll make it up to you, I promise. How can I prove myself to you? Tell me anything.
Run. Run away, Scar. And never return.
Yes.